As I was severely overworked, stressed, and burned out, I finally made a decision to take myself on a lovely little trip that would definitely replenish my depleted energy, from trying my best to balance my work and art studies. Anyway, the first steps of my journey led me to Didube bus station, which offers transportations in most directions in Georgia. And as me and my friend were planning to visit a couple of places, this was the place that we started our little trip. There, I stood for a bit and waited for my friend, Barbara, and after we met, we hopped on a minibus that had no air conditioning whatsoever. But after half an hour, we stopped for a quick meal. Our driver needed some rest and a bit of snacky time. I munched on one of my favorite things, bobiani, which is bean-filled bread, and I drank the most addictive soda in human history, which is Coca-Cola. To be honest, Barbara and I felt that we were brought back to our childhoods, as the design of the tavern and the TV station reminded us a lot of the post-Soviet 90s era and the dilapidated extravaganza that it offered. We arrived to Tskaltubo and went straight to our hotel, which was very nice, cozy, and after an eternity of bowling in a car with no air conditioning, the coolness of the hotel room was a blessing. Barbara and I changed our clothes and went straight for a tiny Indiana Jones type of an expedition to search for abandoned sanatoriums and enjoy the beautiful aesthetics of dilapidated buildings. On our way to sanatoriums, we found a cute little doggy who was feeding her puppies, and unfortunately we didn't have any food to give her. We really wanted to see the evidence of the town's much grander past lurking behind overgrown foliage all around, and we also wanted to take pretty pictures. Anyway, you're probably curious about the location and its history, so let me tell you a bit about it. In its heyday, Tskaltubo was one of the Soviet Union's flagship spa resorts, famous for its therapeutic mineral springs and water therapy. The healing mineral water was discovered in the area randomly by the local shepherd already in the 13th century. Before the World War II, few sanatoriums were built here and there, but the real peak happened after the war. So the development of the sanatorium town started in the mid-1920s, and by the 1980s was flourishing. The Tskaltubo Health Complex consisted of 19 impressive sanatoriums and 9 bathhouses encircling a very large park. There were daily direct trains from Moscow and other main cities in the USSR arriving to the town daily. Over 100,000 people were visiting Tskaltubo every single year. The most known visitor was probably Stalin, who had a private cottage nearby and could use a private bath in the bathhouse number 6. It is possible to visit it these days too. Latin shambles. So beautiful. This is so pretty. Yes, gorgeous. The only thing that I can say for now is that I am super sweaty and speechless. Look at this. Look at this. How can you be so pretty? I want to live here. აქ ვიცხოვრობდი. აბა, მოგწონს? Then, in 1990s, the Soviet Union collapsed, and soon afterward, the sanatorium town was abandoned. The once grand concrete structures were left empty to crumble and decay. We really enjoyed our first visit to the sanatorium, and we were excited to continue our journey to the second one. Mera barbare uqa. Shengan reportaż sweli, aba.
A czym wam?
I ra tma უნდა.
Აღბთოვანებული ვარ.
Შეთანხმებით bitmet. მე და ბარბარე ვერ პოულობ შესასვლელს. After the civil war in Abkhazia, eventually 8,000 refugees were given temporary shelter in Tskaltubo's vacant old sanatoriums. 25 years later, hundreds of families are still living in these grand neoclassical relics of the past. And even though these places were absolutely gorgeous, it was quite sad to be here, knowing that there are refugees who live there and we didn't really want to bother them. So we tried our best to have a little sneak into the most abandoned places where no people were living. People live here. That's why we was saying that this place is full of people who live here, and it's very, very sad. So I don't know. I get very anxious. I don't want to bother people. Хочешь რა სამუბენა ცოტ სკამებზე? ისეთ სკამებზე მოჩვენებებს უყვართ დომა. დავაჭირე. Stasi?
Most ardent.
Gayatri.
We just want to climb here and here, if it will be possible, and look at the view. Madloba. Okay, so we were told this place is already sold, which is good. It got sold 2 days ago, or for a couple of millions. And I think it's very nice because in the end this place will get restored. This is too pretty, too gorgeous, and it's upsetting that it's abandoned. Look at this ceiling. Look at how pretty this is. You know, I'm kind of happy that it's gonna get restored. Mama zjadł gilia. O, tak. Look at this. This place right here gives me the EBGB. It's kind of spooky. It looks like ghosts in here are having a little sessions where they talk about poetry and play this dilapidated, with all due respect, I don't want to interrupt, and play this beautiful dilapidated instrument, whatever that was, and watch TV. That's actually so cute. They watch TV here. And they also have like a little space, closed window with books there. I think I'm not gonna disturb it anymore, but I think it's really cute. It's like, if there are ghosts here, they're having a lot of cultural fun. Because poetry, books, television, music, yes, culture. This might be gay ghosts. Because, you know. I want to enter this hall because it's like, it gives me the extra spooks. You know what? I am easily spooked, but I still want to see. It's so spooky. With all due respect. With it. Man, pose.
What's up, bitch?
A uite, Oana się nam osiedle. Bye!
So that was the end of a very short exploration trip to the Tskaltubo's abandoned sanatoriums. Was it magical? Absolutely. I enjoyed every single step I made in this beautiful place. I would visit it one more time. For now, it was the end of our stay, and Barbara and I packed our bags and went to the Kutaisi bus station, where we found another minibus that took us to another location, Segev, a very small seaside village. We were absolutely lucky to get stuck in a traffic jam, and we were boiling for an hour. As they say, minibuses without air conditioning are good for the skin. It's like spa. After an hour and a half, we came to our destination and unfortunately had to walk a bit until we reached our hotel. It was my very first time visiting Segev, and I honestly fell in love with this place. The scenery was absolutely lovely. The hotel room was cute, cozy, and spacious, and had a beautiful view on the sea. So I was very excited to stay by the seaside for a bit. Overall, I'd like to say that I'm glad that I took a little break, as I'm not very good when it comes to giving myself time to rest and breathe out. I think everyone, especially creative people, should remember that overworking won't do any good for the artistic process. Before I went for this little trip, I was so exhausted that I did not have energy to create anything new. Now, I'm replenished with new wave of inspirations. Thank you for watching my video. I hope it was a fun experience for you. I wish you all the best. Ciao!